السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم معكم أبو بكر النور. This video is about weak verbs in continuation to the previous two weak verbs in Arabic. And today's lesson is about the defective. Defective verbs are the verbs that have the long vowel at the end, and I mean the three-letter root. The fa, the ain, the lam. So the lam is defective because the lam or the third letter is a long vowel. If you have not yet watched the previous two videos, and I mean the simulated verbs and the hollow verbs, I highly suggest that you go back, watch these two, and come back for this one. With that being said, this one concludes the three types of the weak verbs in Arabic. And I think by now you should know how to conjugate the hollow verbs. Now I know the hollow verbs in Arabic plus the Hamza cause a lot of problems, but I hope after today you should be able to find your way in conjugating and in using some Arabic words in context or in sentences. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And let's see what we have today for the family. الفعل المعتل أو الناقص, the defective. So this is the third kind of weak verbs. Weak verbs. Arabic verbs are divided into two categories: الفعل الصحيح, sound verbs, and الفعل المعتل, weak verbs. And الفعل الصحيح divided into three categories: intact والصحيح, درس to study, كتب to write, فهم to understand, خرج to exit. الفعل المهموز, the verb that has a hamza. See here, أكل to eat, سأل to ask, قرأ to read, أخذ to take. And we have الفعل المضاعف, which is the double. شد is to pull, ظن to think or to believe, زلزلة is to shake, وسوسة is to whisper. So these are the three types of the sound verbs. The الفعل المعتل, the weak verbs also has weak verbs have three categories, or this category has three types. المثال, that's the first one, is a long vowel. الأجوف, the hollow, and الأجوف is in the middle is a long vowel. And the defective, which is today's lesson or topic. And the defective verbs are the verbs that have, or the last one, or the lam of the verb is a long vowel, either wa, ya, or wow, but mostly alif. Let's grammar. And as you can see here, the defective verbs, the ones that end with the alif, they call it alif maqsura because there's no two dots underneath it. This one has two dots, that's the ya. One it doesn't, that's called it alif maqsura. So rama is to throw, and the present tense yarmi, and the example for that is yarmi jalal as-sahm. So jalal throws the arrow. Everything is color coded here. Baka is to cry. Present tense yabki baka at-tiflu kathiran. So the child cried a lot. Masha is to walk, and the present tense is yamshi. Tamshi Layla wahidatan. So Layla walks or march alone or by herself. Jara is to run, and the present tense is yajri. Fatima tajri kulla yawm. So Fatima runs every day. Hama is to protect. Yahmi, that's the present tense. Yahmi al-junudu al-watan. So the soldiers protect the country or the homeland. Jana is to reap or to pick. If it's like fruits, you can pick the fruits. So that's jana. But if you pick or reap the benefit of something, so jana yajni. So tajni nura thimar amalaha. So Nura reaps the benefits of her work. As you can see here, the defective verbs here end with the alif maqsura, rama, baka, masha, jara, hama, jana. And the present tense here, we turn the alif maqsura into ayya. as you can see here, all across. All right, so moving to the next one here. And here are the verbs or the defective verbs that end with the alif, the original alif, not the alif maqsura, but the alif. When does that happen? We turn that alif in the present tense into a wow, as you can see all across. And example here, sama. Sama is to elevate or to go up. Yasmu, we turn the alif into a wow. So yasmu at-talibu bi akhlaqihi. So the student elevate by his conducts. And maha, so maha is to erase or to forgive in some incidents. Maha yamhu, yamhu Allahu al-dhunub. So God forgives or erases the sins. Rasa, so rasa is to dock or to harbor, like ships. So rasa yarsu, that's the present tense. Tarsu as-safinatu fi al-mina. So we use ta because the safina is feminine. That's instead of yarsu, we use tarsu. So the ship docks in the port or harbors in the port. Naja, naja is to escape. So yanju is the present tense. Naja ar-rajulu min az-zilzal. So the man escaped the earthquake. Dana, dana is to come close or to approach or to near. Dana yadnu, so yadnu al-marikhu min al-ard. So Mars nears the earth or comes close to the earth. Hope not. Da'a, da'a is to invite, invite. So yad'u, that's the present tense. Da'a Mahmoud kull al-jiran. So Mahmoud invited all the neighbors. عزا, عزا to attribute. So عزا Michael الخطأ للطقس. So Michael attributed the mistake to the weather. Here we have عفا. عفا يعفو. يعفو is the present tense. So عفا is to forgive. عفا الله عنك. So we say that may God forgive you or forgive your sins. All right, so nama yanmu, nama is to grow, like to grow something, grow. Yanmu, yanmu al-mawzu fi Africa. So banana grows in Africa. Ala is to rise or to go up or to elevate, like yasmu. So ya'lu is the present tense. Al-ain la ta'lu ala al-hajib. And this is very, as a proverb or a saying in Arabic. So the eye does not rise above the eyebrow. That means, it's like you treat your father and your mother, for instance. So there is one chair and your dad or your mom is there. So instead of you sitting on that chair, you offer it to either your dad or your mom. And because the eye does not rise above the eyebrow. So that means they are your mom and your dad first, because, they have raised you, so you respect them. So we say this in such situations. And we have Gaza. Gaza is to invade. يغزو, that is the present tense. غزا الجيش دولة جارة أو دولة مجاورة, the same. So the army invaded a neighboring country. So as you can see here, the defective verbs that end with an alif, and I mean the original alif, we turn that alif into a wow in the present tense, as you can see here. Sa'a, sa'a is to seek or to pursue something. And sa'a, when we conjugate it in the present tense, does not change. Sa'a yas'a stays the same, no change. And I could not find, and more than one. I only found this one. And I can tell you there are not a lot of verbs of this kind or behave this way. So أنت تسعى لتعلم العربية. So you pursue or you seek to learn Arabic. And the other one, خشية. So our defective verb here ends with the ya. not Alif, either Alif مقصورة or the original Alif, but here ends with the Ya. And in the present tense, we change that Ya into Alif مقصورة. Kind of like the reverse of the first set. The first set that our defective verbs end with the Alif مقصورة, and when we conjugate them in the present tense, we turn that Alif into a Ya. Here, the defective verbs themselves end with the Ya. When we conjugate them in the present tense, we change that Ya into ألف مقصورة, that's tit for tat. So يخشى الظالم الموت. يخشى الظالم الموت. So the unjust or the unfair person, the tyrant, fears death, and that is true. رضية is to satisfy. رضية, and then the present tense is يرضى. So this one behaves same as this one, these two here. يرضى. رضي ياسر عن مرتبه. So Yasir is satisfied with his salary. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today. And I wanted to make it short to conclude this segment, the segment of weak verbs in Arabic. So now I think it is clear for you to move in your journey to learn the Arabic language. Thank you so much. شكرا جزيلا، وأراكم في الفيديو القادم إن شاء الله يوم الأربعاء. See you in the next video on Wednesday.